The 2025 Memphis Grizzlies. The quickest absolute travesty of these playoffs, from a snooze fest of the first two games to blowing a 29-point lead game 3, Desmond Bane constantly chucking one-legged threes in the fourth, Triple J getting locked up by Alex Caruso, 31 second half points, the most demoralizing loss all season, as if things weren't bad enough, tied for second, biggest blown playoff lead we've seen, a special type of hell, making game 2 closer and still lose by 19 points. You come back home up 29, crowd rocking, you choke and blow the game away. Imagine someone telling you that the same team getting destroyed by 51 points won't even be the most painful game of that series. Outside of Ja, the others don't have the it factor, leading closer to irrelevancy. From being young, cocky, on the rise a few years ago, the Grizz got way too ahead of themselves, to blaming scapegoat Dillon Brooks 2 years ago. Franchise never got their aura back after Mr. Villain took his talents to Houston, leading them to the number 2 seed, something the Grizz accomplished in back-to-back years, 2022 and 2023. Fast forward this season, many believed this franchise would now be seriously competing for a championship, but took 3 steps backwards, much closer to another rebuild, from underdog to polarizing, now straight up dysfunctional. How did they self-destruct this quickly? The urgent firing of Taylor Jenkins, Ja Morant's stupid in-game celebration antics, absolutely no leadership qualities, not in their early 20s anymore. Ja Morant about to turn 26. You got younger franchise players like Cade Cunningham, Paolo Banchero, and Chet Holmgren having better success, much more mature than Morant himself, getting clobbered by heavy contending OKC, Memphis looking like a 35-win team out there. Why even win the play-in if you're not going to show up for the real postseason? From having a 42-24 record on verge securing the 2 seed, then all of a sudden dropped to number 8, finished their season 6-10 for just 48 wins. How did this franchise fall so deeply downwards over the past decade, when slowly transitioning from the beloved hard-working grit and grind era to out-of-line heavy fines? From the disastrous Vancouver days, the Pau Gasol years brought some joy to the team, alongside the addition of signing front office legend Jerry West, the one man who gave credibility and hope to the organization, turned the franchise to a playoff team, a true blessing in disguise. After the Pau trade to the Lakers, second-round pick brother Mark became the franchise's most decorated player, built around him and Mike Conley, traded for future All-Star hard-nosed Zach Randolph, and signing free agent Tony Allen under Lionel Hollins. These Grizz certainly weren't the most talented team, but everybody had massive heart. The group of 4 changed the perception of the franchise overnight, all fully dedicated to the city and community, fan favorites, heroes off the court, developed an identity on the national stage, enjoying 7 straight postseasons, made a conference finals 2013, losing to superior San Antonio. 2015, squad arguably at their best, fell in 6 to Golden State with a banged up Mike Conley who missed game 1. Tony Allen hurt his hamstring, ineffective the last 3 games, all double-digit losses. 2017, the forced final season together until a full rebuild, landed Jaren Jackson Jr., the 4th pick 2018 class, traded for Dillon Brooks. Ja Morant drafted second in 2019. Gasol traded for Jonas Valanciunas. Memphis allowed Mike Conley to walk in free agency. Then came second rounder Desmond Bane 2020, the steal of the draft. The emerging young fearless team quickly became better than anticipated, narrowly lost the 2020 play-in bubble to the Blazers under new head coach Taylor Jenkins, eliminated an inferior Golden State team 2021 play-in. That's when all the players began talking their smack like they're already here, letting the world know about it. Making the postseason for the first time since 2017, fell to number 1 seed Utah. Memphis instantly became the most hated basketball team overnight, went back and forth with Golden State throughout the 22 regular season, even had Klay Thompson react out of character.
There was this one player on the Grizzlies who tweeted strength in numbers after they beat us in the regular season, and it pissed me off so much. I can't wait to retweet that thing. Freaking bum.
After a regular season win on the depleted Golden State roster, all the antics and trash talk got into their heads. and Dillon Brooks having the audacity to mention the word dynasty out his mouth.
Keep building this dynasty. And
Morant, though ballin', played like an MVP candidate just his third season, averaged 27, 6 and 7, beat an inferior Timberwolves team round 1 with D'Angelo Russell running the point, a second round matchup with Golden State instead of focusing in winning the series. Dillon Brooks playing football out there, cheap shot at Gary Payton Jr. on a fast break, sidelining him the rest of the series, then almost hurting Steph Curry too. Morant having tying the series at 1-1 says we're gonna have some fun. Ja later got hurt. Brooks shot his team out the gym, falling game 4 in devastating fashion, lost the series in 6. The beef between the two teams should have ended, but Dillon never stopped talking.
You know, we're young and they're getting old, so they know we're coming every single year.
Memphis once again got abused on the national stage by the Warriors on Christmas Day. The young guys never got humbled. From Ja Morant saying he's fine in the West, more distractions led to another when the franchise supposed to learn from their second round exit. After the altercation with Shannon Sharpe courtside, the constant injuries and adversity, too much to overcome, team lost their identity overnight. Steven Adams played his final game with the team January 22nd, 2023. Brandon Clark out tearing his Achilles, and Brooks continuously acting up with his douchey behavior. Team became best known for talking the talk but not walking the walk. Dillon went 8 of 33 from 3 the Lakers series, antagonized LeBron only to pay for it. Morant gets hurt again, misses some time. Defensive Player of the Year Jaren Jackson got abused by AD. Even after Brooks' departure, team quickly labeled him the scapegoat to the point some analysts says Dillon's not even NBA caliber, only to sign 4 years $80 million, succeeding with the Rockets, making everyone lose their minds. Memphis tried replacing Brooks with Marcus Smart, only to be injury prone, washed and ineffective, sent to the Wizards of all teams. Despite the trash talk, Brooks was one of those rare players who gave max effort every single game despite his inferior offensive talents. This Memphis team no longer plays hard, doesn't have the same hunger from 2 years ago or during the 2010s era. Losing Steven Adams and his bruising screen setting plus offensive rebounds hurt way more than the franchise imagined. Team no longer have any defensive identity, letting Tyus Jones walk away when proven to be one of the best backup point guards stunned the team's consistent flow. Outside of Ja, only Scottie Pippen Jr. can handle the ball. Tyus was gonna get tons of playing time and start half the games, given how Ja barely even plays. Team allowed OKC to do whatever they wanted, a playoff series that should have been a best of 5 instead of 7. See no more. Jenkins, in the middle of his 6th season, gets let go March 28 after a 44-29 record. Ramblings of him not being able to control the maturity of the team. You won't see many coaches get fired from their job being 15 games above 500 right before the playoffs. Jenkins soft-spoken, even dancing with Ja on the sidelines when his team losing, surely didn't sit well with the front office. Jenkins' offense taking the ball out of Morant's hands, him and his best player failed to come to a happy medium. The swag and passion all gone overnight. Jenkins simply not the type of guy to be seen as an intimidating figure like a Popovich. There absolutely was a ceiling under his style that collapsed in the playoffs. Don't get me wrong, Jenkins a phenomenal developmental coach, putting the Grizz back on the map after a super short rebuild, turned low draft picks into solid players like Aldama, Pippen Jr., Vince Williams, and Gigi Jackson. But to establish an identity and run reliable plays that works in every situation and matchups, absolutely lacking. Outside of Ja's ISO plays, from losing 3 straight games by game winners to questionable subs, not calling timeout after an 8-second violation, and not focus on targeting specific defenders when Trae Young was out there, Jenkins' lack of adjustments and terrible awareness to make the necessary changes doomed his tenure. Had he put the right set of players in pivotal moments, we might be looking at this team winning 50 games, being a 3 seed, instead getting humiliated in all-time embarrassing fashion. There's a reason why every team won in Memphis in the postseason. Morant's unprofessionalism with the league constantly giving him a slap on the wrist, wasted a few years not learning anything, his inability to consistently stay healthy, 59 total games last 2 seasons of a possible 164 games, still getting in trouble, paying huge fines, then giving another reason for potentially having more consequences, wasting endorsement and other lucrative opportunities only to please a specific type of crowd, from flirting with top 10 player conversation to not even top 30 now. The once potential face of the league after Zion Williamson failed to get it together, Ja Morant's idiotic decisions derailed all his hype. Many believe he easily become the face of the league with the all-time athleticism and unreal highlights, but something has changed in his attitude after his first 2 seasons. From poorly scouted with no Division I offers early on, to humble beginnings with an unrelentless work ethic to make it to the NBA. And now acting like a wannabe tough guy, instead should have been more humbled. Now look at guys like Anthony Edwards, much better than him. The league itself simply inflated his ego by overhyping him, all the missed dunks. Given all his DNPs, Morant will have tons of top plays in the top 100 list, but will likely never make an All-NBA first team, mostly ineligible to get more accolades. He should be at the age reaching the beginning stages of his prime, but after a few more injuries, we could see a significant drop off. Still a below average shooter, seems to always get hurt at the wrong time. 1 playoff series won over the last 4 years. This team ain't so tough after all. Needs a reality check. They're not going anywhere anytime soon.